Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. Carlo Ball is up and running Madridistas. Real Madrid are off to a fabulous start. It was exactly the kind of result we demanded. We wanted to start off the season in style and Don Carlo and co made us leave with positive vibes yesterday. We left feeling pleased with the performance. At times we found pleasure in watching the kind of performance that Real Madrid put up, especially in the second half, and Real Madrid scoring 4 goals, that too in the first game of the season. It was just magnificent, and many of you were chatting with me after the match. You were saying that you were shocked to see Madrid scoring more than 3 goals, and no doubt is the attacking flair that we saw was like a breath of fresh air. It was dominant, we had the cutting edge away from home, and in front of a whistling crowd we managed to get all the 3 points. So that was an impressive showing by the Los Blancos, and in this video we will be doing the post-match analysis of Alaves versus Real Madrid. We'll talk about the outstanding performance from the game, and without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, having a look at the lineup, Ancelotti fielded a very strong team. There was Courtois in goal, the back four of Militao, Nacho, David Alaba and Vasquez, and we had suspected in the match preview that this back line was very much possible. We know about the versatility of David Alaba, and already in the past 2 matches we have seen Alaba play in 2 different positions. In the midfield again we had the balanced trio of Modric, Casemiro and Valverde, and up top we had the power-packed trio of Bale, Benzema and Eden Hazard. And talking about the lineup, we did have some doubts regarding the fitness condition of Eden Hazard, Valverde and Benzema, but these players turned out to be the standout performers, so probably I was the one who was a bit too skeptical about the fitness condition. But anyways, on paper, Real Madrid set up in the 4-3-3, but with Hazard you knew it wasn't going to stay like that for long. He used to cut inside. In fact, the front 3 of Benzema, Bale and Hazard was quite a challenge for the Alaves defenders. There were many instances where the front 3 used to switch positions. There were times where Gareth Bale was on the left wing, and let's just say this fluidity in movement and the coordination amongst the front 3 made man marking very difficult for the Alaves defenders. There were also times when Madrid switched to more of a 4-3-1-2 formation with Eden Hazard playing the number 10 role. Ahead of him used to be Benzema on the left and Bale on the right, and since Hazard was moving inside as a consequence of his movement, we also found that David Alaba had a lot of spaces to attack down the left wing. He was constantly taking up attacking positions, and towards the end of the match we did see him providing a delightful cross to set up Vinicius for the goal. But coming back to the front 3, one aspect of the game that I particularly like was that they were not afraid of taking on shots. They were attempting to work the keeper. We saw Gareth Bale was taking shots from distance. Benzema and Eden Hazard both had curling attempts which were off target, but again, if you remember the last season, Real Madrid struggled even to have shots on goal, and yesterday we managed 20 of them. So it demanded more of the opposition keeper, and I definitely think that is an improvement that we must note. And yes, in the first half Real Madrid took time to get going. Alaves looked more motivated due to the backing of the crowd. They came at Real Madrid with good bit of intensity. They were pressing well in the first half, defensively as well. They set up in the 4-4-2 or the 5-4-1, and that did break down some of the attacks of Real Madrid. They also came close to scoring when Pedro Pons chipped a shot over Courtois, but unfortunately for him it went over the bar. But we can say the first half was alright for both the sides. Alaves did the hard work. Madrid were also looking to get into the stride. But if we talk about the second half, the party truly began late into the night. The halftime team talk worked wonders for the team, and Madrid came out rumbling in the second half. For the first goal, we again saw Bale, Benzema and Hazard combine. Gareth Bale put in a cross for Vasquez at the far right. He puts it in for Hazard, and Hazard comes up with an incredible assist. It looked really good when they showed the move in slow motion, and the chip of Hazard perfectly set up Benzema. It was laid on a plate for him, and Benzema volleyed it home from close range. There was no chance he was going to miss from there, and you could see throughout the match Benzema and Hazard had some nice combinations. They showed that they have good chemistry, and of course we know that even in the previous 2 seasons we have seen flashes of what this duo can do, but this season we would truly like them to take it up another notch, form a frightening duo for the opposition, and I'm telling you Madridistas, if Real Madrid can manage to keep the front 3 fit and motivated, I have no doubt in my mind this will be the best front 3 in the league. Just imagine how difficult it would be for the defenses to deal with this trio. They have a lot of quality, we have seen it. The only thing that we need is consistency from the 2 players on the wings. From Benzema we know what we are going to get, but for Bale and Hazard, this is the year they have to win over the Madridistas. players. And now if we talk about another standout performer who often tends to go under the radar, I am talking about Nacho Fernandez. We simply have to acknowledge his contribution in the game. Obviously, he got the second goal of the game, which handed Real Madrid the 2-goal cushion. The going got much easier for Madrid at that point, but defensively he was absolutely brilliant. He was making interceptions, he showed aggression, he was making those lunging tackles timed to perfection. It almost looked like every time he was going to make a challenge, he was in complete control of the moment. And tell you what, Nacho is making big claims to be a starting centre-back in the team. At this point, we don't quite know who is going to be the starting centre-back duo, but in the race between Alaba, Militao and Nacho, I would say Nacho has taken a small lead, and definitely that's going to put a lot of pressure on the rest to be on the toes. Militao was a bit disappointing yesterday. He made the error which led to the penalty of Alaves, so he'll need to get his focus right, but thumbs up to Nacho. Real Madrid have trusted him to be a crucial member of the defense this season. He'll have to fill in for Ramos and Varane. He has pure Madridismo, and this is the season where Madrid need Nacho the most. So hopefully we'll continue to see Nacho perform at a good level, and he'll continue to impress us in the days to come. And moving on to the analysis of the third goal, this goal I would say was a result of true genius from Fede Valverde. Let's break down the goal and have a look at Valverde here. He looked like a man on a mission. He went on the solo run, he showed the horsepower he had in his legs, and look at the way he gets past the 3 defenders who were closing him down. With one touch and with pace, he went past them in a flash. He made a fool out of the defenders, and Benzema there capitalizing at the end of the move. He showed poacher's instincts to have a crack at goal, and eventually he was rewarded with the second goal of the night. And it truly was an amazing move from Valverde. We have huge expectations from this youngster. He is one of the best young talents available in world football currently, and under Ancelotti, we want him to keep performing and develop into an untouchable player. And about Benzema, what can we possibly say more? He just knows how to find the back of the net. First game, 2 goals, barely had any preseason training, and he already looks like he's ready to go for the season. And for me, this has to be the season where he wins the Golden Boot. With the departure of Messi and Ronaldo, and with Suarez and possibly Griezmann as his competition, this has to be the year where Benzema hunts down the Golden Boot. He has done well over the years, and this is the time for Benzema to take the spotlight that he rightfully deserves. And lastly, to cap off things in extra time, Vinicius Jr. added more salt to the wounds of Alaves supporters. He did a good job coming off the bench, made some good runs, stretching the tired Alaves defenders, and for all the hard work, he was rewarded with a goal to put the game to bed. So yes, it was a good performance by Real Madrid. We saw individual brilliance and collective brilliance, and at the same time we showed some good entertaining football, but in spite of this, we still need to stay grounded. This is a work in progress. We will be facing more tough opponents in the days to come, and slowly and steadily we must take small steps towards improving our overall gameplay, and we must continue to work harder to display an attractive brand of football. So those were my thoughts from the game. Do let me know, what did you think about the performance of Real Madrid? Were you impressed with what you saw, and who did you think were the standout performers of the game? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.